Welcome to Making All the Plans. I'm Connie, and if we haven't met before, I'm a busy mom of 2 active kids, and both my husband and I have full-time careers. My goal is to share with you how I stay on top of all life throws at me in one planner so that you might be able to do the same. So I am going to apologize for the glare on these page protectors, but this is how I am currently storing any extra sheets that I have from my Cricut designs. So I have a bunch here. I also have my September layout, but what I was planning on doing is using stickers that I haven't used on previous layouts and maybe try to weed out some of the sticker sheets that I currently have. My next step is to clean out my sticker drawer. So I thought maybe if I could go through some of these, this would help clean out my sticker drawer. Let me just walk through what I have left and let's decide what we're going to use. So this is from Mandy Art Designs, and I am not going to remember where all these are from. I think next time when I start putting things into these sleeves, I should probably put a sticker on them and saying what they are so I remember. But these are from Mandy Art Designs, and then I did my own boxes and quotes. So I have a few of these left. Not enough to do a whole spread. I think I will, maybe I'll clean out this tray real quick. Give me one. Oh, I have this other tray. I think I'll use this tray and kind of separate things in case I can use these on another page with other leftovers, if that makes sense. So these are bright blues. I've got some navy blues. These I think I'll just set these off to the side. These are things I think I might be able to incorporate with other things in here. Then I have this really pretty summer collection, and I will link these below if I can find them. Like I said, I really need to put a sticker on these, what they are. But these are pretty. Now I will say that some of these I did not use because they're miscut. So for example, as you can see, I wrote pre-calibration on this. So when you go to look at it, it's cut wrong. The Sunday is almost cut off on the bottom. So I wouldn't necessarily use the days of the week here anyway, but these could work. And I have a lot of leftovers. So I think this is a good starting point maybe. We'll flip through what else is left, but yeah, I think that these might be a go. Also, summer's almost over, so it would be a good time to use these. These are pale purple and more like cozy fall or winter stickers, so I think I'll pass on these. Then I have these pretty sunflower and yellow stickers, but I think these are the only 2 sheets that are left. Yes, these are the only 2 sheets that are left, so I don't think that there's enough here unless I have other things that can coordinate with it, but I think that these will have to wait for a fall spread where I'm actually using sunflowers. I'm sure that I'll use sunflowers at some point this fall. And then I've got the light blues and the gray. Again, it's more wintry to me and doesn't quite go with the blues and the light, like tealy color here. So I will save this for later. I do have something in my haul that might coordinate with these, so if I need extra boxes, I could use that there. Then I have just some random boxes and one little flower left from something. I'm wondering if that was Mandy Art Designs too, maybe, but I'm pretty sure I made these boxes myself. And I'm thinking that that coordinates pretty well with this summer collection, especially the pink. So these two could definitely go together, maybe not the dark green. And then I have this weird pink one, and I don't really remember what it went with, but I think I'm gonna just throw this sheet away. Not really my style unless it is specifically going with something, so I think I'll just throw this one away. That can be the start of my sticker clean out. And then I just have a few March shamrock things left. from this past March that I didn't get rid of. And I'm pretty sure, yep, there's only 2 sheets and there aren't very many left. So that's a no. So I have the summer ones, these boxes, and then I have this green quote. Could probably go fine if I wanted a green quote. That blue is pretty close. This blue would be fine. I don't think that I would use this dark blue just because it's more like a greenish color. And then there's this bright blue that I could use. So I'll just leave these here in case I decide to use them. I'm gonna put this back with these flowers right here and put this back in a page protector. So let's go ahead and figure out what we're going to do for this month. There is a lot of empty space up here, but not a lot down here. So it's going to be hard to balance this side of the page with this side of the page. So I definitely want to put stuff up here, and maybe if I can find something to put down here, that would work also. Let's get these glary page protectors out of the way. And let's see what decor we have. We have a lot of this left. Well, a lot, 2 stickers. I also have 2 sets of each of these washi tape strip-like things. I have quite a bit of these big boxes, but they're kind of too big for the month. They might even be too big for, let's just check it out. If they're too big for the sidebar. Nope, they're not too big for the sidebar, so that's good. I can put those over there. But I was thinking maybe, and I do have quite a bit of florals. Again, these are miscut as well, but they're going to be on my monthly page, which I'm not as concerned about. These are cut correct, so I'm surprised I didn't use any from this sheet at all. But plenty of images here that I can also use. But I thought I would start by taking some of these washi strips and using them kind of at the top in the bottom corner on opposite sides, just to bring in a little bit of color. Now the question is, what color do I want to use? I'm thinking maybe the red. I like the red. But I was thinking if I put it in the corner and then maybe put a couple flowers coming out of it, that would look cute. And I'm wondering, I could cut them in like a banner, or I could rip them. Let's go with banner cuts and just see how it looks. So I'm just going to use my hexagon punch from Fiskars because I cannot cut the banner shapes to save my life. So I'm just going to line that up and cut it and hope it doesn't stick too bad inside. So then if I do this, and then just cut the edge. And these are my Tim Holtz Precision scissors. If I do that, and then I trim the edge again. I think I'm going to try to make it somewhat even with September. And I lost my T-square ruler again. I think I need to get one that isn't clear because it's not that it's lost, it's just, it's somewhere, it's just clear, so I can't seem to find it. Okay, so I like how that brings color on both pages. I'll just keep this little bit in case I need it, but then maybe I will either overlap a second one, or I thought about doing it like this, but I'm not sure that I want to do that. So maybe I will cut the sticker down and then we'll overlap. So I'm just gonna get my, again, it's a Fiskars tool, my Fiskars paper trimmer out, and not sure how wide these stickers are. Looks like they're not quite 3/4 of an inch. Am I going to be able to cut it? Probably not. So let's just line it up with one of the lines and cut it so that I'll be able to cut it the same size on the other side as well if I need to cut a second one. I am going to use the thicker one. And then I'm going to use my Fiskars punch again. And just kind of overlap it. But I like how that brings some color down to this corner without covering up much of the days. It is a busy month between soccer and then my daughter is also cheerleading for the football games. So it just leads to a busy month and I'm gonna need room to write all the things. All the things. And I'm not gonna lie, I love being busy in the fall. Fall is my favorite time of year. I love watching soccer. My daughter has played all different kinds of sports, volleyball, soccer. So whatever she's involved in the summer, in the fall, I've really enjoyed watching. So I'm not gonna complain about being busy because I actually love this time of year. So these are the miscut ones. But when you put them down on the white, you can hardly tell that they're miscut. I'll bring that closer. So once you lay it down on your page, down here where it overlaps the color, you can kind of tell. So I could go in and fussy cut this a little bit so it doesn't look so bad if it bothers me that much. So we'll just go in and trim off a little bit of the white. So now you can't see as much of the white on the colored banner behind it. So I think that looks a little bit better, but honestly, that wouldn't have bothered me on my monthly page. It would probably bother me on just a regular weekly page because I spend a lot more time looking at my weekly pages than I do my monthly pages. So I think I'm gonna tuck this under, or I'll just trim it so that I don't have to tuck as far. I am still going to lift this little leaf if I can. And tuck it under. I feel like if I had a word or something to go here, so I might have to go find some sentence stickers at some point, or maybe just this hello. I don't love I think I'll just cut off the white at the bottom and the little quote box. As I throw my extra sticker around. Okay. So again, I like how this covers up this corner a little bit or brings some color down, but doesn't cover up the actual days. So I will still have room to plan. What else? I think the next thing I'm going to do is go ahead and put down some stickers, some box stickers for the events that I have this month. And then we'll come back and put the rest of the pretty things in. And I'm going to speed this up a little bit because it took me a while to match up the dates that I had scribbled down with where I should put the boxes. The monthly is hard for me because I am used to always starting my week on Monday. So I frequently put boxes down in the wrong place because it starts on a Sunday on the monthlies. So I really wish that I had an option where my week started on a Monday, but I've tried that once and it worked great, but I really don't want to have to renumber and relay out the page every month. So I just usually go with it. I also don't use my monthly very often, and it could be because it starts on a Sunday, but also I feel like I shouldn't put all that time in if I'm not going to use my monthly that frequently. So I'm just going to go with it again this month and just hope that at some point in the future I'll be able to choose whether or not my week starts on Sunday or Monday. The other issue that I'm having is because I am using leftovers, I don't have enough boxes for all the things that are going on this month. So I end up having to move some things around in order to get the colors balanced. Originally, I was only going to use the extras from the florals and then that dark green, the hot pink, and the light pink from that other sheet. But because I ran out, I ended up having to dig into that bright blue that I have over in the tray. So you'll see me move things around a little bit. Normally, I'm not that particular, but I didn't want all of the bright blues to be down at the bottom of the month. So I did realize here that I was going to run out, so I did start incorporating that bright blue. I don't put boxes down for every little event that I have, but we do have a lot going on this month. I did decide to put my son's soccer games, my daughter's cheerleading events, homecoming events, and then no school days and when I'm traveling. So that's really the only thing that the boxes are denoting. I think we also have, trying to remember if it's technically September or if it's August that this happens, but there might be like a back to school event type of thing, and I put a box in for that. If it's this month, I can't remember. But for the most part, those are the only things that I put in here. So you can see how much is going on before I put any of the other just normal tasks that I have going on this spread. And unfortunately, not all of our soccer games are played with varsity. So I've been trying to figure out a way to note that also. I like to know whether I'm going to be staying for just one game or two, so eventually I will figure out how to incorporate that as I'm writing things down. My son is expected to stay for the whole varsity game if there is one that night. He's also expected to go to home varsity games, but I'm not sure that I will necessarily go to all of those. But I do like to go watch the other sophomores play, so I do try to go to as many as I can. They just don't take priority over my other events. Let me put some boxes over here on the side. And a lot of times I use these for either goals or things I want to focus on for the month. This month, I am not sure what I'm going to use them for, but I like how they look, so I am just going to go ahead and go with it. So I'll put some boxes down over there, and then I will finish putting in some decorative elements. And I think I'm trying not to cover up the days too much here. It doesn't matter since there is nothing. There's no day here, so it doesn't matter to me. That might bother me, but we will try to just deal with it. But, okay. So I think that's all right. At least this is Sunday, so I could have actually moved things over a little more since it was Sunday and not much is going on that day. But now let's drop in some other images and flowers. I really want to use this big flower because I love it so much, and I just ripped it. So I've noticed that the stickers that I print, if I put them down on wax paper, if I leave them for very long, it's hard to get them off the wax paper. I could use my undo probably, but I think what I'm going to do is layer this off the edge of the paper up here, and then it won't matter that part of that got lost. So if I do that, and then I cut off the extra with my scissors that I have lost. And I'm going to pull this off because I have already decorated the next page. Although I haven't started writing on it, so I think it would have been okay. But then let's see if I can't layer this underneath and make it look, well, definitely not like that, but maybe I'll just put it over a little further. Let's see how that looks. Otherwise, I can put it over in the corner. If it doesn't look good there, maybe I'll move it over. It does look a little like piecemealed on purpose, or let's go here instead. Oh, and then it covers up Wednesday. There we go. Now it doesn't cover up Wednesday. So what else do we have? I still have these washi tape like strips if I want to use them. I do still have one big yellow box, but I don't really think that will be necessary. I should have put it here because these are the miscut ones, but oh well. So I do have a bunch more florals. I would like to do something to cover here. I'm wondering if I put summer there, how I would feel about that. If I had made that longer, I'm not sure if I'd like it then either. What if I just put it down here? I'm gonna leave the bottom up momentarily in case I decide to tuck something underneath it. But I still need something here also because that will bug me. And I would love to use this rainbow somewhere. Thinking, let's put it over on this side so that it kind of brings that rainbow vibe over. What else do I have here? I do have a lot of these strips that I could use. And these, or if I just put one of the circles up there, is that enough? I'm gonna leave that, just see if I'm okay with that up there. I'm not gonna smooth it out yet until I'm ready. I do think that I have enough florals down here. I'm thinking maybe something down here in the corner. Maybe this one. I love these florals. I will find them and link them down below if they are still available. I'm pretty sure they were from an Etsy shop, so hopefully they're still available. Let's see. So like something over here, maybe I'll use, see, I wish that I had some more words, but nothing really had words on it. And these are all even if I had put them in the sidebar, I think they would be too big for a monthly. What if I put a green under the rainbow, like it was grass almost? I don't know that I love that. Do I have another green one like that? I do have another green one I could carry across behind. And you probably know, but one of my other pet peeves is things looking like they're floating. The boxes don't bother me, but images do. Let's just see. Let's just get this up, and then of course that takes a second to dry. But if I carry this across, which it's going to have a hard time sticking since it's not dry yet. But I think I'm going to have to put them together. So maybe it won't be dry enough and I'll be able to get this unstuck. Yay! So let's just overlap it, I guess. And I could have cut down some more of those like washi tape strip type things. I'm never sure what to call those because they're not washi strips. Let's use up the rest of the flowers that I have. And maybe I should put, what if I put this one over top of this banner up here instead of this little round sticker? I think I will go ahead and put, I'm trying to put it in a different way so that it doesn't look the same as these, in case you're wondering why I'm moving it around. I would love to get some more of this pink flower. What else do we have? I could use this one instead up here. It is one of the miscut flowers. But let's see. Let's go with that. I like the banner, but I prefer something over top of my banners. And so if I'm scrapbooking, a lot of times I'll put the date over top of the banner if there's only one of them, or the location or something like that. But I don't just like the banner to hang out all by itself. What other icons do we have? So really we didn't have that many different icons. We had the sunglasses, we had this word hello and rainbow and summer. And I feel like something else needs to go down here. We could go with the plain green on this side, or I could cut down the washi tape strips. I think that looks fine, even though they're two different strips. Can we tuck some flowers in down there? Or is there not enough room? A few of these little ones fit. Oh, and then I just ripped that, so it's gonna fit now. Just make it work, right? I like how this blue kind of brings in these blue strips, so don't necessarily love how I overlapped it. Let's bring it down a little bit. Still need to see the 4 though. And then think I'm okay with it just being on this side. And then I feel like it's kind of like a teeter-totter, and this is starting to balance out the rainbow. Let's see where else we can tuck some florals. I'm glad that I have these boxes on the side because it bothers me that Sunday is so bare. I do want to put something on this day. This is homecoming, well, homecoming week, and that's the homecoming parade. So I was hoping to put something there. Maybe do this. And my son will probably not go to the homecoming dance if I had to bet. So this will be the big event for the week. And let's see. This was a haircut. That's picture day for my daughter. I have no idea when picture day for my son is. I probably should try to figure that one out. Let's see. Do I need something over here? I don't really want to use this image since it's that image cut in half. The same with this image that I have on the scrap paper. I do have the one on my finger. I think I put these over here because they don't really have anything left other than the strips. So yeah, I think that I'm not going to put another floral there. I'm thinking that I should call it here so that I have room left to write. The only other thought is, should I put something there? But I do like how this balances, so I think I'm going to leave that off. Okay, so I didn't really get rid of a ton. I'm thinking that I still have enough stickers left that it justifies keeping these sheets. Although a lot of them are miscut, so the miscut ones would bother me on a weekly page. So yeah, I'm not really sure what I'm gonna do. I don't know if I'm going to keep these or toss them. It hurts my heart to throw stickers away though. So when I do go through my stickers later, that will be a problem. But I think I'm going to stop here. I think this is going to be my spread for September. I hope that everyone is having a great end of their summer or start of their school year or whatever is going on in your life. I hope that it is productive and that your planner is helping you get things done. Have a great week, have a great month, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!